waddembe okugenda mu kitundu kyonna ky'eggwanga eriyitibwa Uganda ng'akuba campaign. Kakati bw'obeera simanyi RDC simanyi ani ogamba nti tetujja kukkiriza muntu yenna okujja okuba campaign. Gwe mu ofiisi okolamu ki? Vaayo genda olunda embaata tulina ekyomanyi.
After the NUP petitioning the Electoral Commission of the bad manners that are being done by the Sushitu operative, the head of the Electoral Commission, BYABAKAMA, warned RDCs and those in security to stop blocking presidential candidates. Although I think they are empty threats, because I don't think that the Electoral Commission can do as much to protect the brutality, to protect presidential candidates from the brutality. I keep on telling people that the security forces are an extension of the regime when it comes to beating people, when it comes to electoral malpractice. But of course, the statement made by the Electoral Commission chairperson of BYABAKAMA, it is a plus on our revolution. At least something is brought under his attention for him to comment. Okay, so BYABAKAMA came out and revealed that security operatives should desist blocking presidential candidates from going to their campaign rallies. I keep on telling people that Uganda has not even mimicked a democracy when it comes to electoral process. And we have a history of a country going into a civil war because an election was poorly handled. If these people who engage in electoral malpractice knew the monster they are building, knew our history that the country went to a failed state because of the mismanagement of 1980 election, they wouldn't do the things we see on social media and TV. But of course, things were brought to BYABAKAMA and BYABAKAMA responded. I want to play a tape. It's going to be kind of longer, I think more than 4 minutes, as BYABAKAMA was talking about this. Here's the tape.
The issue of RDCs, I have not had any specific report of any RDC who is stopping or preventing any candidate from going to a district. But if any RDC purports to do that, he will be clearly outside the law and will be dealt with in accordance with the law.
Chair, some candidates who were denied party tickets have already...
Wava RDC yenna n'agamba nti yadde waliwo programu yakolebwa nga ba candidates ne balaga we bagenda okula campaign mu kitundu ky'eggwanga ye n'ava naga nti kijja kusoboka. Well, that's an ignorant fellow, very ignorant, era ne bwa RDC tabusaanidde nti njagala kyogera kubanga mu mateeka campaigns za presidential candidates ziri mu mateeka. Ekyokubiri, akalulu ka bonna kali mu ssemateeka nti buli myaka 5 bannayuganda banalonda nga bakulembeze baabwe. Omukulembeze oyo yenna yeewaddeyo okwesimba ku kifo ky'obukulembeze waddembe okugenda mu kitundu kyonna ky'eggwanga eriyitibwa Uganda ng'akuba campaign. Kakati bw'obeera simanyi RDC simanyi ani ogamba nti tetujja kukkiriza muntu yenna okujja okuba campaign. Gwe mu ofiisi okolamu ki? Vaayo genda olunda embaata tulina ekyomanyi. Babatubuulire tugenda batuuka mu mbuga z'amateeka. This country is governed in accordance with the law. Eggwanga lyaffe litambulira mu mateeka. Bwe bavaayo ne tugamba tulina akalulu ka bonna nga ssemateeka bw'agamba, abantu ne babasunsula musana tuku ne baleeta ebisanyizo byetaagisibwa ne tukakasa nga akakiiko k'ebyokulonda nti ono asunsuddwa akutte bendera y'ekibiina bwe kiti oba namunigina. Etteeka nirigamba presidential elections negamba nti bakandidates bonna baddembe okugenda mu bitundu byonna by'eggwanga naye nga basinziira mu ki puroguramu eri byakanyizaako. Teri muntu yenna alina obubazibira, teri muntu yenna asobola okuzibira presidential candidate okugenda mu kitundu we yalaga nti alina kubeera kitundu bwe kiti. Teri oba ogambe nti omanyi nti oli munnayuganda nti omanyi amateeka ge gategeeza. You don't have that right. You have to have no power. Bali batubuulye tetunafuna repooti yonna egamba nti RDC wegindi atugambye nti tetujja kuba campaign. Babatubuulye amateeka we gali. We shall deal with them according to the law. This nonsense must stop. Nga kakiiko k'ebyokulonda bajja amabye biki.
Temugenda kubinoonyerezaako nga kakiiko.
Biki ebyo. That issue of jammers in the meeting, it was raised, I think, by Louis Rubongoya, who is the agent for candidate Kyagulanyi. Well, we tasked police. Police said, as far as we are concerned, we don't have jammers at any of these candidates' political campaign rallies. So the police denied. As EC, we don't deploy jammers. No, we don't. For us, all we know, we have the candidates are at liberty to go and campaign in any part of the country in accordance with the harmonized campaign program. We had a stakeholders meeting between ourselves as Electoral Commission, the leadership of the Uganda Police Force, agents of political candidates. We decided as a commission to have these regular meetings between ourselves and all the other stakeholders, especially candidates and the Uganda Police Force, in order to see how the campaign programs are moving so far, to prevent any episodes that may result into unnecessary misunderstandings, unnecessary violence, a distortion of the whole process, and so on and so forth. So we wanted each side to bring their issues on the table, ourselves, the police, and the candidates, so that we can agree on how to resolve them and move forward in the process. But one message that came out from the agents of the candidates, they said so far the campaigns are moving on well. We have not witnessed incidents of violence, bloodshed, or anything of the sort, and we applaud them. However, they also raised certain issues that are of concern to them. For instance, I think there are some candidates who are saying they are being hindered or obstructed by police in some areas when they are heading to the campaign venues. So we wanted the police to respond to this specifically, because they are responsible for ensuring law and order prevails in these areas and that the security and safety of the candidates. Now, the police on their part say some of these candidates, contrary to the guidelines the Electoral Commission issued of not holding processions along public roads and disrupting other road users, some candidates have started doing that or had started doing that, and police had to come in and refrain them. Secondly, some of the candidates, when they are heading to the nomination venue, they want to pass through the busy business areas of this town or the city or the towns where they go. And the police say, no, instead of you passing through the city with all this mass of people, why don't you use alternative routes to get to your venue? So these are the things that we have been addressing.
That is BYABAKAMA. So first of all, as a people who wants change, BYABAKAMA's statement is a plus that he knows what is going on. Okay, but what is he supposed to do? In fact, for me, I keep on telling people that even those who are gathering evidence should start now, because elections start the day. It's not the day of campaign or the day of an election. We must start gathering evidence through the registers, through the campaign trail, through the voting patterns, evidence that can be used in court. Okay, I saw in the last electoral petition, people argued the electoral malpractice of 2021 during elections. The reason as to why the Kenyan court, Supreme Court, nullified the election of 2017, it was not because of the election, but because of the process which led to election. Because elections are not enough at the day of the voting. Election is a process. So if you make some mistakes during the process, it will affect the outcome. Okay, so but BYABAKAMA coming out to talk about this, it gives me hope that the things we are agitating for are slowly but surely coming, are going to be realized. Of course, as Mampina remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabir Sulaiman Mawaga, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.